Good afternoon and welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center and CVCA Livestream's ongoing coverage of the 2025 CVCA Christmas Tournament. This is Tim Nichols, and we are ready for the final game of the first day, game number 3 between CVCA and Amherst Steele. Amherst Steele playing their second game in succession, and they were highly successful in their first round game number 2 this afternoon. Let's take a look at the scoreboard on the CVCA Christmas Tournament. First game this morning pitted CVCA against Avon, and the Royals had a 2-1 lead late in that one, but the Avon Eagles scored with an extra man and an empty net on a power play goal with 4 seconds left to salvage a tie, and so the Royals saw victory evade them by just 4 seconds. The Avon Eagles played again in the second game against Amherst Steele, who's back to play in the nightcap here against the Royals, and it was all Comets in that second game, 9-0. And we'll take a look at a hat trick of goals by Amherst Steele's Fisher Sims. Here's the first one of the game. Sims goes in on the goaltender, Goots. Jackson Goots unable to stop that one, and he had his first one of the day. He was far from done. Here comes the second one. He got it just under the pads of the goaltender Goots for the fourth goal of a 5-goal first period for Amherst Steele. Came out flying, and then got a third one right there to make it 5-0. 3 goals in the first period for Fisher Sims, the junior forward from Amherst Steele. Came in with 10 goals on the season and has 13 now as he heads into the nightcap tonight. We'll take a look at the CVCA tournament highlights coming into the game today, and we'll bring that page up in just a moment. And there it is. The Royals, well, they're young this year, and so if you're tuning in from Amherst Steele looking for the CVCA of the last 4 years that played a lot of games in the white division that competed for Barron Cup championships, well, that's not the CVCA you're going to expect to see today. The Royals lost 91% of their scoring from a year ago and also lost their goaltender to graduation. This rebuilding Royals squad has 6 freshmen, no seniors, but despite that, playing down in the Blue North division, they sit second in the Blue North standings here as we head toward the end of the calendar year. And they are rebuilding but working at continuing the program. Well, these Comets head coach Steve Morris, we talked about it in the last game, but if you're tuning in from CVCA, Steve Morris has been the only head coach that the Amherst Steele Comets have ever had, and he won victory number 400, only the 7th coach in Ohio history to win 400 games. Got that 400th victory back on the 12th of December against the Hudson Explorers. The win earlier this afternoon against Avon was win number 401 and counting for head coach Morris. Congratulations to him. The Eagles came in soaring into the holiday, but they have gone home today with a tie and a loss after having won 3 straight. And we've mentioned it all day today, but this was supposed to be a 4-team tournament this season, but the Anthony Wayne Generals from the Toledo area were unable to make it this weekend, phoning in last night that they'd be unable to attend due to illness on their team with their goaltender and a couple of other players. So the tournament has been restructured into a 6-game tournament. 2 days. Monday's game's canceled, and the tournament champion will be determined by points. If you're counting points, well, we don't have a graphic for that yet. We'll bring it up tomorrow, but we can tell you that there are points awarded for each period and for each game. 5 total points available for each game. The Comets did get all 5 points in that second game. CVCA and Avon split points, 2.5 apiece in the first game. So that's where things stand as we head into the nightcap today. Once again, the Comets came into today with a 5-7 record overall. Don't be fooled. They're very, very talented, this Amherst Steele Comets team. Now 6-7. CVCA saw its record drop to 7 wins, 4 losses, 2 ties after the Avon tie this afternoon, when Ty Small got the equalizer with 4 seconds left. He got both goals for the Avon Eagles this morning. Royals wore all whites this morning. They're wearing all blacks this evening in their game against Amherst Steele. So don't adjust your screen. Got a lot of color. Black for CVCA. Amherst Steele also changing. They had their whites in the first game this afternoon. They're wearing their grays this afternoon in game number 2. Pre-game announcements being made today to the crowd assembled here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Here come the starting lineups. Anthony Schubert gets the start in the second game today. Number 10, Mason Lamoureux gets a start at center. Number 25, senior Anthony Palumbo starts. Number 22, Vinnie Kelly. Sebastian Smith, and it looks like Deacon Kelly, the defenseman for the Amherst Steele Comets. For the Royals, in goal, number 72, Ryan Cogan gets the start. He's the top goaltender for CVCA. Cogan played out the first game. Evan Canone starts. Right wing, it's number 24, Parker Berthelot. Sam Larker starts the other wing for the Royals. Josh Gross will start in defense for CVCA. And Zach Humphrey for the Royals on the other defense side. So the Royals starting 3 freshmen. And the rest of the Royals join their teammates at the blue line. Now the fans assembled will rise as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem. Anthem complete, and we are ready to finish out the day here at the Dan on day number 1 of the CVCA 2025 Christmas Tournament. Royals coming off a tie, as we mentioned before. Goals scored by CVCA's Parker Berthelot, a freshman, and number 77, Ben Dressel, a sophomore, earlier today. Amherst Steele lit the lamp a ton, 9 times overall. Fisher Sims with 3 goals, a hat trick in that first period. A pair of goals each from number 8, Noah Cheatham, and number 22, Vinnie Kelly. Final goal for the Comets from Amherst Steele in their game against Avon was scored by Deacon Kelly, the junior. So we are set to go. Royals will skate right to left. Comets left to right. The whistle blows. And the puck is dropped on the third and final game of the day. Comets control. And it's dumped in by Noah Cheatham. Cheatham, the right winger, right defenseman, sends it back in from the right point. It's dumped and cycled back down low. Much like the first game. The Comets come right out. Whistle blows. It looks like the It looks like there was a puck in the net and it fell down. So 2 pucks on the ice. You don't play with 2 pucks. That is a new one we haven't seen before. So the pregame warm-up left a puck in the net and it squirted itself out. So we'll restart from the right face-off dot in the offensive zone for the Comets with 14:40 to go. Just underway here at the Dan. Swept toward the goal on the first save of the day by Ryan Kogan. Kogan has been peppered this season, routinely making 40 to 50 saves a contest. This young Royals defense relying on their veteran goaltender. First year as the starter for Kogan, but he is certainly more than capable and has shown that throughout the course of this young season. CVCA will dump it in to the offensive zone for the first time, but back to get it for Amherst Steele is Noah Cheatham. He swings it around the far side, and the Comets will try and break out once again. Out to center ice. Zach Humphrey intercepts it, chips at it, and it's sent ahead into the offensive zone, but waiting for it is Deacon Kelly. Sends it ahead, looking for Vinny Kelly. Vinny skates on in, poke check from behind, and taking a scoring opportunity away from him. It's dumped right back in. Zach Humphrey is on it for the Royals, and he'll wait and try and set up Humphrey. Long outlet pass, was looking for 22 for the Royals, Sam Larker. Couldn't connect with him, and right back to Humphrey again. Sent to center ice. Glove down by Deacon Kelly. And now Grady Walsh has it ricochet off his stick into the scorer's box. And a stoppage with 13:28 to go, first period. And you look at that last rush on Ryan Kogan. And we're back underway. Back into the offensive zone. Sims, jeez, he is really talented with that puck. Hat trick in the first period of the last game. He was aiming to get right back to the goal crease once again. Back underway here as they drop the puck again. Josh Porter has it taken away. Anthony Palumbo in front. Puck is loose and goes into the corner for the Royals. Larker heads it up the ice, sends it up the ice rather, icing against CVCA. Both teams changing up here. 12:55 to go, feeling each other out. It's a red versus blue division, so top division in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League, represented by Amherst Steele. CVCA playing out of the blue North division this year. And so you would expect Amherst Steele to be the heavy favorite in this contest. Comets centering backside. Kogan slides over and makes a great save right there. Kogan going side to side. Puck is still loose and finally controlled by the Royals and sent up out of the zone. And we've got a penalty. And it looks like we're going to get a pair of penalties. Coincidental minors going to the box for CVCA is number 8. So that's Evan Canone. And there's one in the box for Amherst Steele as well. I believe one is a trip and one is a roughing call. And so we'll play 5-a-side with a pair of players, one for each team in the penalty box here. Time of those penalties, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Here comes a chance for the Comets, saved by Kogan. Another chance off the side of the iron. That's flipped up toward Kogan. He's going to collect that into his glove, and stoppage with 11:59 to go. Apologies, we did not get the number for the penalty called against Amherst Steele, but safe to say the Comets have plenty of reserves as they win the face-off. Sims shoots off the face mask of Kogan. The Royals will break out. Ben Dressel gets it in on the goaltender, and the first save of the day for Anthony Schubert. The sophomore goaltender, the earlier game, we saw Parker Pelk author a shutout. Made 19 saves in that first game against Avon. Schubert with his first here today against the Royals in the nightcap. And there's his second as it's poked in, and he covers it. Schubert, a sophomore. We saw him here last year in the 2024 version of the CVCA Christmas Tournament, a tournament won by the Royals, a championship game of CVCA and Kenston. The Royals are two-time defending champions of this tournament. Third shot is poked away. Here's Josh Porter. He'll author a fourth. It doesn't get through. It comes right back to Porter. He'll try to send it up top, but it's too far and out of the reach of number 92 for the Royals, Brody Hoffman. So Hoffman retreats. It's loose in front of the goal. First touch of the day for Rylan Chidima, who missed that first game this morning. Chidima's been a bit under the weather. Did not get the start today, but he is the normal starting defenseman. Here's a shot and a save by Kogan. So Chidima back in uniform for the second contest today. The Royals could have used him as they yielded that tying goal down the stretch in game number 1. Wraparound chance, poked away, didn't get to the goal. That one swept away by Chidima. Porter will chip at it, but it's kept in at the left point and sent back down low by number 8. That's Noah Cheatham. All the way around the boards to the near side corner. Hoffman will battle down there for the Comets was Losovitz. And the puck is loose on the far side, poked at, and Josh Porter will send it ahead. He finds a teammate in Larker. Larker 1-on-2, centers across. Center shot is knocked aside. Nice pass to Ben Dressel, but his attempt did not get toward the goal. It's all the way out to center ice and sent back into the offensive zone, but poked away out to neutral ice once again by Zach Humphrey. No score still. 5 minutes gone. Back into the offensive zone. Here comes a shot from the slot and a save by Kogan, who tracked it all the way. You see the big glove of Kogan relinquish that shot. 8-3 already shots on goal in favor of the Comets here. 5 minutes exactly gone. 10 minutes to go. Period number 1. Offensive face-off. Mason Lamro will take it for the visitors. And it comes back to the right point. Cross-ice pass. Shot from the circles. Ricochets off the back glass. Right up to the point again. Sebastian Smith had a chance at it. Still loose down low. Into the corner it trickles. The team's battle. Humphrey sachets it to the far side, but right back to one of the Comets. They still control. It's dumped back into the corner. Josh Gross will chase after it, but he won't get to it. Loose in front again, and just feathered wide of the goal. Heavy pressure right now from the Comets from Amherst Steele. Wraparound chance again. Thwarted. Up to the point. Smith. Finally the Royals control, and they clear it out. Dangerous times there for CVCA. Here comes Amherst Steele again into the offensive zone. Intercepted for a moment by Humphrey, but they cannot clear. Down low, and Humphrey will be at it again. He's got it on his stick. Poke checked, sent forward, and cleared. Dumped in by Dressel. First to it is Cheatham. Cheatham cycles it back far side to Deacon Kelly. Kelly sends it up. He finds a teammate in Noah Riley. It's out to center ice, knocked down. For a moment the Royals had it, but Evan Canone turned it over. Riley, cross ice. Sims is dangerous. He's going to be knocked off the play, but the Royals are going to take a penalty. Delayed penalty called here. Knocked down loose in front. Save, a couple of saves by Kogan, and finally touched up by CVCA's Brody Hoffman. But the Royals are going to go down a man here. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 51 seconds. The guilty party is Rylan Chidima. So the first power play opportunity of the second game this afternoon for Amherst Steele. They'll have 2 minutes with the man advantage. Chidima will sit. Noah Riley will take the draw. Chidima in the box for a hook. And we've got a hand pass, and so it's going to come all the way down into the defensive zone for the Comets. 8:01 to go first period. Minute 53, almost the full allotment of the penalty time left for Amherst Steele. Their first extra man advantage opportunity today. There's a backhanded shot off the face-off. Goes wide of the goal. Sent in by Ben Dressel. Comets control. They break out. Vinny Kelly cross ice finds Fisher Sims, who brings it into the zone. Sims he'll go right to the goal. Loose in front, swept aside by Dressel for CVCA into the corner. Riley has it. He surveys an angle toward the goal. Loose in front, saved by Kogan. Minute 20 to go. Plenty of time left on this penalty. On the near side boards, Noah Cheatham had it. And finally has it poked away, and the Royals clear. The Comets will reset with some speed. Sims comes into the zone on the right wing. He's going to fire, saved by Kogan. Loose in front, chopped at, sent up to the right point. Deacon Kelly has it. He'll angle it in, saved by Kogan again. Quick to the rebound was 22. That's Vinny Kelly. Sends it down low to a teammate. Back up to Kelly on the left point. Kelly back down low. It evades one. Right back. The shot is deflected to the near side boards. It's Deacon Kelly with it. Deacon Kelly down low in the corner. Cycles it back down low behind the net. Sims centers. Shot, save. Kogan, and he'll cover on the point blank shot from Noah Riley. 26 seconds left to go on the power play. See one of those saves right there by Kogan. You get a look at it from right behind. The net wide open, and Kogan with a beautiful slide over to prevent that goal scoring opportunity. 6:34 to go. Period number 1. Power play continues. 26 seconds. The Royals cannot clear. Kept in at the right point and sent back down low by Deacon Kelly. Another point blank shot saved, and a wraparound all the way down the ice as a clearance by CVCA's Zach Humphrey. 9 seconds left in the penalty time before Rylan Chidima is released. In the corner, CVCA trying to stave off this power play, and they do. Back to even strength, but back to a rush for the Comets. Mason Lamoureux working hard. Now it trickles up to the left point. There, it's Noah Cheatham. He fires down low. Puck loose in front. Poked at, still loose, and collected and sent up, but not out. Dumped back down low. The pressure continues. 5:40 to go, first period. Up to the right point, D to D, far side. Shot comes in, save and score. No save. That one beat Kogan, and it's 1-0. The Comets take the lead. Time of the goal, 9 minutes and 28 seconds. 1-0. Amherst Steele. Looks like the goal scorer was number 8, Noah Cheatham. And the visitors break out in front 1-0. You watch the replays there. So we resume action. It had been a lot of pressure. And finally, the dam broke. And the score is 1-0. Here comes Sims looking for another one. Another Kogan save. Here come the Royals. Dressel overskates it, fans on it. Noah Cheatham from Sebastian Smith and Kylan Losowicz, the official scoring on the first goal of the day for Amherst Steele. Here comes Fisher Sims. He's ridden off the puck, and the Royals clear it, for the moment at least. We're under 5 minutes. Back into the offensive zone. Sims dishes, point blank. Overskating the goal opportunity, scoring opportunity was Vinny Kelly. Still loose in front, and now trickles to the near side corner. The Royals clear. It's Josh Porter. Porter 1-on-2. Will take a long shot. Blocker save by the goaltender. Centering pass. No one there but Fisher Sims for Amherst Steele. So Schubert was there and ready. Been a long time since he's seen any action. Back into the offensive zone. Deacon Kelly. Kelly shoots. Saved by Kogan. Rebound to the far side corner. Controlled still by the Comets. Left it there for Deacon Kelly. Long shot. Blocked down. Long rebound. Feathered toward the goal. And Kogan will glove it down. Little pushing. Little shoving. Kogan says, I'll skate out of here with it. And he skates toward the bench, needing a little bit of adjustment on the back of his helmet. Jack Parada doing the coaching duties today. Head coach David Van Veer under the weather. And so assistant coach Jack Parada in his first year. As we're back underway under 4 minutes. 1-0 Comets. They've had all the pressure in this first period. No surprise there. Poked up but not out. Swept in and kept in by Sebastian Smith. Finally, the Royals clear. Smith will be back on it. He's got pressure. Parker Berthelot applying that pressure. Now Fisher Sims. Actually, it's not Sims. It's number 34, Maddox Groom. Groom had a goal, the final one of that 9-0 shellacking of Avon earlier today. 1-0 here. Josh Gross trying to keep that from entering the zone. Only for a moment. It's knocked in. Gross feathers it to the far side for the Royals. Evan Canone behind his own net. Angles it ahead. Ben Dressel to the near side. Sent ahead and out by Zach Humphrey. Canone will just knock it in. Waiting for it is Smith. Sent out to center ice. Canone can't control and is swept in and taken away by Mason Lamoureux. Lamoureux on the attack. His shot goes high and over the crossbar. 2.5, less than 2.5 to go. 1-0. Royals trail. Zach Humphrey will go back and chase it as it's dumped back in again. He gets to it. Will skate around one, angle it up. It's to the point, but knocked back in and cleared out by Chidima to center ice. We're waiting for it is Deacon Kelly. He's going to dump it right back in, and Humphrey's going to have to chase after it again. He chops at it, and the Royals finally clear. Humphrey will try and knock it in. He can't. Delayed offsides against CVCA. Plenty of time for Fisher Sims to wind up. 1:48 to go here. First period. 1-0 Comets. Sims into the offensive zone. Toward the center. Feathers it toward the goal. Good defense there by CVCA's number 22. Sam Larker. So we pause with 1:40 to go in the first period. Back to live action. Puck is dropped down one and sent in. Another save. This time Sean George on the shot attempt. George again tries to get it on his blade. Far side now. Fisher Sims. Now the defenseman skates in into the circle, retreats back up top. Noah Cheatham to his right. Reverses and just dumps it down low. 1:15 to go. Rylan Chidima sends it around the boards. Back into the corner. More pressure. Shot and a score. That got by Kogan, was sent in and scored by Noah Cheatham. That's 2 this period for Cheatham. Puck just dropped to him and a lot of traffic in front of the goal, and I don't think Kogan ever saw that one. So 2-0 Amherst Steele. 1:03 to go, first period. 20 shots unofficially. 2 goals. Royals trying to get to the locker room. Here comes a chance for Evan Canone, but he skates into the zone. And sent right back out. Royals dump it in, but first to it is Grady Walsh. Final 45. Deacon Kelly down the right wing, tries to center it. Drops back, and that one is scooped up by Kogan, sent in by Mason Lamoureux. 35.3 left. Period number 1. The Comets leading 2-0. That was the 21st shot of this 15-minute first period. It's been all down at the side of the Comets. That one's kept in and sent back down low. Collecting it is Noah Riley. Riley back up to the point. Kelly, shot is blocked. Back to the corner. Riley again. The Royals clear it down the ice. This will be an icing against CVCA. 11.6 seconds left on the clock in the first period. From the left wing, the face-off dot. Final 10 seconds. Controlled by CVCA to the corner, but taken away. Steele going to get one more chance. A shot, a save by Kogan. Into the corner, Canone. He'll just flip it up. Play with the high stick, but not before the final buzzer sounds. 15 minutes is in the books, and the Amherst Steele Comets go to the locker room after 1 period of play with a 2-0 lead against CVCA in the afternoon finale on day number 1 of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. As we hit the first intermission, we're going to pause right now to bring you this message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We're back here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, first intermission of the final game this afternoon between CVCA and Amherst Steele, and it's the Comets who lead it 2-0. Glad you're tuned in with us. If you got an interest in Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, well, head on down to the CVCA website and find out more about Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy for your son, your daughter, your grandson, your granddaughter by going to cvcaroyals.org/admissions and find out about upcoming admissions events into the new year. We've got Zamboni Cam debuting here at the first intermission. A new innovation here at CVCA Livestream. And what is not an innovation is the replay, brought to you today by the crack director, Zach Nichols, who's alongside me. Zach, let's run those replays from the first period. There we go. First goal of the contest. Scored right there from the left point. And here comes the second one. This one scored by Noah Cheatham. I believe Cheatham got both of them in that first period. A lot of traffic in front. And it beat Kogan, who was standing tall in that first period, saw a lot of shots. Those two, unfortunately, if you're a Royals fan, beat them. And the Comets lead 2-0. They led 5-0 against Avon after one period of play earlier today. So the Royals, with a solid first period on defense, they're going to be on defense most of this contest, as there's just a lot of talent over there at Amherst Steele. Taking a look at the games earlier today, we'll bring those up once again, the scoreboard. And there it is. CVCA and Avon played to a 2-2 tie in that first game. Again, the Royals led 2-0. Ty Small got halfway back for Avon to make it 2-1 early in the third period, and that's the way it stayed till the final minute. It looked like the Royals had sealed the game away with an empty net goal, but it was called off due to a delayed offsides call on the empty net, and that kept the game 2-1. The Royals are trying to kill off a penalty while at the same time staving off the extra attacker with the goal empty and the extra man. So 6-on-4 advantage for Avon, and that worked out for the Eagles as Ty Small was open on the backside and buried a shot with just 4.2 seconds left to draw the Eagles even with the Royals, and that's how it ended, 2-2. In the second game, Avon having to play right after that first game. Their legs were pretty much gone, and Amherst Steele came out on fire. Fisher Sims with a hat trick in the first period and led them to a 9-0 win against Avon in the second game. The third game here right now is 2-0. Amherst Steele leading CVCA. These two teams will come back and play once again against each other in the opener tomorrow morning. Game 4. Game 5 we'll see Avon and Amherst Steele battle once again, and in Game 6 we'll see the Royals and Eagles reprise the opener, and that will do it for the tournament once again. You tuned in late. Anthony Wayne was supposed to be here this weekend from the Toledo area, but called last night, said they were unable to make it due to illness running through their team. And so the tournament was restructured into a 2-day affair with these three teams all playing each other twice, 6 games in all. And the tournament champion will be determined by points earned. You earn a point for each quarter you win, or each period you win, rather, and then a pair of points for victory in the game. Amherst Steele collected all 5 points in their game. The Royals and Avon split 2.5 points each in the opener. And then Amherst Steele just collected another point by winning that first period by the 2-0 score. That's where we stand here as the clock winds down on the first intermission. We're going to pause right now and be back with you in about 3 minutes for second period action. Stay tuned. You are tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament on the CVCA Livestream YouTube page. Welcome back to the Den. Kostel Rec Center. Tim Nichols along with you as we get ready for second period action. We debuted Zamboni Cam there at the first intermission, a first for us. The GoPro attached to the Zamboni and got it working. A little fun at the intermission break for you as you're viewing along with us the debut of Zamboni Cam. Also had a conversation with Sean Mosher, Zach Nichols, and yours truly up here during the pregame of this last event as we listen to the music on the newly refurbished sound system here at the Dan. A lot of country music going on. Question was, what's the best country song? And we had a little bit of a differing of the minds, but we want to ask you, what's your favorite or your best country song of all time? Tweet us on Twitter at CVCA Livestream. Let us know you're watching and let us know what you think the best country song is out there. We had some Alabama going here at the earlier this afternoon. We all agreed that Alabama's got to be up there on the list for best all-time country group and country song, but plenty of good songs to choose from. Let us know you're watching and let us know where you're watching today on CVCA Livestream. You can follow us on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, or on X as they call it these days, and on Instagram. And make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube page at CVCA Livestream. Obviously you're watching there, so make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go away this afternoon. Remember, we'll be back for all 3 games tomorrow starting at 11 o'clock with CVCA and Amherst Steele reprising this contest in the opener tomorrow afternoon. Amherst Steele and Avon in the second game, and CVCA and Avon will wrap things up tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Second period action ready to go. They drop the puck down and we are underway once again. Royals trailing 2-0, but they're going to try and get a shot right out of the gate here into the offensive zone. In the corner, the puck is loose, chased at by Parker Berthelot. Shot and a save by Schubert, who had to be alert right there as the Royals trying to get one back right away. That one might have surprised the young sophomore goaltender. The face-off in the offensive zone. Shots have been reset 25-4 now, 25-3 in that first period. Here comes a chase to the puck, the shot, and a save by Kogan as the barrage continues. Kogan turns away that point-blank attempt. Humphrey will tip it forward. Back on it for the Comets is Deacon Kelly. Sims now. Sims just angles toward the goal, centers in front, taken away by Humphrey. 2-on-2 for the Royals. Humphrey and Berthelot down the left wing side. Humphrey goes long shot and a save by Schubert. He'll cover that one, and the Royals will earn themselves a face-off in the offensive zone for the left wing face-off dot. Here's that save by Kogan. A perfectly centered pass. Kogan, right from his view, slid over and made the stop once again. Some more country coming on the speakers right now. Again, make sure you tweet us at X, at CVCA Livestream. Favorite country song of all time. That's what we're looking for. Royals are looking for a goal here. Off the face-off draw, comes back to Chidima. He's going to shoot. It's knocked down in front. Sebastian Smith got in the way of that shot. Up to the left point, shot in, wide. Puck is loose near side boards. Smith has it, sends it far side. And here come the Comets building out once again into the offensive zone, skating right around a Royal. Centering pass goes all the way back to the point. Smith has it. Smith couldn't hold it in on the blue line. And bad news for the Royals. Skating to the bench in some discomfort is number 77, Ben Dressel. The Royals can't afford any injuries, and we'll see if Dressel can make his next shift. Play continues in the offensive zone for the Comets. Evan Canone. Cross ice pass to Josh Porter. Porter will shoot. It's knocked down in front. Just great all-around play by the Comets. Great defense right there by Sebastian Smith, just standing tall and knocking down that shot attempt. Canone has ridden off the puck. He's going to have to get up again as the puck is dumped in deep. A pair of Royals converge, but Fisher-Smith skates right around them. Fisher-Sims, Sebastian Smith. Here comes Chadima. He'll dump it down low for CVCA. First to it is number 8, Noah Cheatham. Cheatham sends it far side looking for Deacon Kelly. Goes right past him and right up to his teammate, Kylan Losowitz. Back into the offensive zone. Noah Riley, loose in front. Poked ahead, the Royals clear. Pass, looking for 24, that's Parker Berthelot, too far for him. Grady Wall skates in and skates away with it. It's cleared out. Here comes Sims. Good back check. Prevents Sims, but he's still got it on his blade. Sims fans on it. It's dumped into the corner. 2-0, Amherst Steele. Sent up and out. But right back in, Deacon Kelly has it. He's going to fire. It's deflected up into the rafters and lands right on the netting behind Ryan Kogan. So play will stop with 11:38 to go. The news does not look good for the Royals' Ben Dressel. As we look behind the bench, we'll get to that in a moment. Another shot, another save by Kogan. Dressel has the helmet off, and they are assessing his injury. He looks to be in a fair amount of pain. So he was skating along the blue line and collided with one of the Comets and went right off. There's another shot and a score right off the face-off, 3-0. Anthony Palumbo looks like he got that goal. And Amherst Steele extends the lead to 3-0. And there you see it again. It was Palumbo right off that face-off. Kogan stopped a lot of them. Could not stop that one. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Period number 2. And now it's 3-0. Amherst Steele leads. Back underway up to the point, kept in by Humphrey. Humphrey will pinch in, but he'll lose it. Breakaway chance right here. Shot and a save. Humphrey got in the way there. He might have to feather that away before it ever got to the goal. Far side. Maury Atkins pokes it up, but it's kept in at the point. Sent back down low again. There's a rebound. Swept to the near side corner. Sims. His shot goes over the crossbar wide. Still loose and controlled by Amherst Steele. Nice block there by CVCA's Sam Larker. Larker's going to skate in. He's going to put a shot on goal, and Schubert gloves it down for the save. And you see just Humphrey lifting the stick just enough to distract Fisher-Sims there on that attempt on Kogan. Play resumes. Face-off won by the Comets. It's sent down, and icing is the call against Amherst Steele. We'll redo it in the offensive zone for the Royals. 29-6 shots on goal in favor of Amherst Steele. The teams head back down. You get the view from the goaltender, Anthony Schubert. Play resumes. Again, the Comets control. Deacon Kelly angles it ahead. Finds Vinnie Kelly. And now here comes Deacon Kelly again. Backhanded Shot and a save. You get to watch it right there. Great job. Here you get Kogan sliding over once again and making the save and just robbing the lunch money of the Amherst Steele player. Just another normal game for Ryan Kogan this season. There's another shot that goes wide. There's another save by Kogan. Sent up, kept in at the point. D to D it goes. Far side, Noah Cheatham. His shot is knocked down. Zach Humphrey feels that one. He gets up, and he's going to limp. And icing the call. Humphrey's just going to skate right back. Zach Humphrey trying to skate that one off. Looks like he took it right off the inside of the knee area. They drop it down. Controlled by Amherst Steele, sent in. Blocker save by Kogan once again. Swept around to the near side, still controlled by the Comets. Deacon Kelly will fire, and Kogan makes another save. 32, 33 shots, 33. Just the score bug hasn't updated yet. Here comes another one. Shot attempt 34 goes wide. That's not an official shot. Amherst Steele still controlling. The Royals just struggling to even clear the puck at this point. Up to the point. Grady Walsh back down low. Give and go. Shot loose in front, swept up, but not out. Deacon Kelly dumps it back down low. Josh Gross pokes it. Can't control. Loose in front, far side. Shot, another save from 4 feet away by Kogan. Vinny Kelly is robbed. Here's another one. Another blocker save by Kogan. Another one coming up, and a score. 3 times the charm, and that time Vinny Kelly buries it in the back of the net. Only so much Ryan Kogan can do. 4-0. As Vinny Kelly gets the 4th goal of the afternoon for the Comets. Time of that goal, 6 minutes and 30 seconds of the second period. And now it's 4-0 Amherst Steele. Amari Atkins will just dump it into the zone for CVCA. She's a first-year player. Losowitz, hampered by Brody Hoffman, up to the point. Another save, a second save by Kogan. Hoffman just gets leveled. Kogan will feather it behind the net. 2 Royals. Shot goes wide. Kogan might have gotten a piece of that. Amherst Steele all in the offensive zone. Ice tilted toward them. Atkins will center it to the wrong team. It's swept wide of the goal, still loose on the far side. Chadima will sweep it aside, but Amherst Steele still controlling up to the point. Kept in right there by Smith. Smith skating past Josh Porter. He'll give far side shot and a score. The first shot from Noah Riley, it may have been deflected down low, but the Comets score again. We'll see if we can get a look at it. No, it was Riley all together. Noah Riley on the 5th goal of the afternoon. 5-0 Comets. And Amherst Steele asserting their dominance over both Avon and CVCA in this one. And they win the face-off. Here comes Sims right in. Sims pulled down. And we're going to have a penalty called against the Royals as Kogan made another save. It's going to be a hold. Not much the Royals defense could do. Humphrey just grabbed Sims to prevent him from trying to get another goal. He'll head to the box, say hello to his dad, who's over there in the penalty box. And Amherst Steele, as if they didn't have enough advantage, will go on the man advantage. 2 minutes for holding for Zach Humphrey at 7:52. So the power play starts for the Comets, already leading 5-0. Sims, shot. Might have gotten iron, and the Royals clear it down the ice. Schubert will play it. He hasn't had to play much. The breakout for the Comets begins. Sims, far side. Poked away by Josh Porter. Vinny Kelly sends it up to a teammate. Back down to Vinny. Centering up to the right point. Dump back down low. Sims down low. Kelly. It's Vinny Kelly with it. Back to Sims. Centered. Shot off the face mask of Kogan. Noah Riley sent that in on Kogan. It's kept in at the point. It deflects down low, and Kogan's going to cover. As lurking right there was the junior Fisher Sims. Still 56 seconds to go on the power play for Amherst Steele. Their first of the afternoon. They've got 3 second period goals. 42 shots through the first 24 minutes of this contest, and Kogan has been under fire as the Royals clear that puck and get a little bit of a break. Back into the offensive zone comes Fisher Sims. Sims skates behind the net. Now Sims got it again. Shot and a score. Power play goal will start the running clock. And I believe the goal is being scored by Noah Riley. We'll see what the official scoring is there. But it's going to count, and that'll start the running clock here. 6-0. And it was Noah Riley on the power play goal. So 6-0, Amherst Steele leading. And here they come again. Sebastian Smith skates in. That is turned aside by Kogan. The young Royals just outmanned here. Another save by Kogan. To the point, D to D, far side, shot in, and another save by Kogan, loose in front of the rebound. Smith, Sebastian Smith has it, skates behind the net. Now he's going to send it up to the point. Grady Walsh. Walsh sends it down low. It's deflected off the stick of Maddox. Groom. 4:24 to go. Far side. Groom gets it back. Groom is just leveled, and he's going to go to the box. Brody Hoffman is going to go to the box. And it's good to see the Amherst Steele player get up after that hit. And we'll get to see what the call is. 2 minutes or 5 as Hoffman is going to sit. The frustration brewing there. And you see the replay right there. Just a vicious hit in the corner. We'll take a look at the replay once again as the referees determine the call. Hoffman just came in and lowered the shoulder of the player there in a defenseless position. At the very least, it's 2 minutes. It may be 5. We'll see what else is the official call once they make the announcement. But Hoffman's going to sit for a while. The Royals will be on the penalty kill again. It is a 5-minute major for boarding for Hoffman. Well, the only good news, if there is good news, is that the clock is running. It'll expire quicker. But Hoffman gets a major penalty for boarding. And so the opportunity for more for the Comets will continue. The Royals clear. We're down to 2:33 to go here in the second period. A game dominated by Amherst Steele. A day dominated by Amherst Steele. The Royals clear it once again. The Royals hung tough in that first period, but the second period, the floodgates have opened. And there's still time for more as the Comets coming with speed into the offensive zone. They set up the power play. Up to the left point. Noah Cheatham. Dishes. Shot down low from Vinny Kelly. Into the corner. Kelly has it again. Kelly flips it behind the net. He finds Sean George. George centers, was looking for Carter Banyas, who is looking for his first career goal. It goes down to the other end of the ice. 1:45 to go in the period. Royals on the penalty kill, a 5-minute major boarding penalty against Brody Hoffman. Already down 6-0. Near side boards. Losowitz down low behind the end line. Back to Losowitz in the corner. Goes far side. The Royals are able to clear, and Josh Porter will break out. Porter will get a rare shot, and it's a rebound, but no one there for the Royals to scoop that up. 1:07 left in the period. Still 3:04 left in the penalty time to Hoffman. So Sims has stood up, but it falls right to Kylan Losowitz, whose shot goes high above the crossbar. Loose in front again and swept out of harm's way and cleared down the ice. Schubert will play it in the corner. 45 to go, second period. Amherst Steele leading 6-0. 4 second period goals have put this one out of reach. Power play continues, final 30 seconds. Cross ice. Crosby sends it wide. Deacon Kelly up to the point. Anthony Palumbo, who has a goal today. Here comes a chance for Sims. And is covered by Kogan. That'll likely do it on the second period as the clock continues to run with the running clock at a 6-goal differential. We're going to hit the second period intermission break. The score after 2 periods of play. Amherst Steele 6 and CVCA nothing. So earlier today we were in this situation and they did not cut the ice after the second intermission, but it looks like Amherst Steele is headed to the locker room, and the Royals probably are fine with that. Get their legs under them. Ryan Kogan, who's been under fire today, will get a break as well. So as we hit the second intermission, we'll take a look at the tournament highlights once again. And these are really the pre-tournament highlights. And these rebuilding Royals getting a lesson today. And Amherst Steele out of the red, just having their way with both Avon and CVCA 6-0. And it looks like the Comets are returning to their bench area. So we're going to play on here once we get this graphic off the screen. The Comets aiming higher, and they are certainly soaring today. Unlike the Eagles, 9-0 in the first game and 6-0 in the second game. So far, the Eagles looking to rebound. after they drew with the Royals earlier today and lost to Amherst Steele 6-0. The Generals sideline not able to make it today to the CVCA Christmas tournament due to illness on behalf of the team of Anthony Wayne. So, and now it looks like the Royals are heading to the locker room. Amherst Steele is on their bench, and after much confusion, it looks like we will have a full intermission here, allowing time for Chuck a Puck to happen here and some lucky fan to win some money. So the Zamboni coming out once again. We'll see if Zamboni cam works, and it looks like it is. So 6-0 CVCA trailing, Amherst Steele leading at the end of 2 periods here from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. We'll be back with you in just a few moments. Once again, let us know on Twitter that you're watching, where you're watching, if you're enjoying watching, and let us know what your favorite country song of all time is. At CVCA Livestream on Twitter. We'll take a look at those tweets right now and see if there are any. Get back to you in a few moments. This is Tim Nichols. You're watching CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament from the Dan.
Sixers sound go.
Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center,
That's insane.
where Chuck-a-Puck has just been completed. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of youth culture today, puck number 67 just won. Little 6-7 action here at the Dan on Saturday afternoon. Chuck-a-Puck at CVCA's Christmas tournament. 6-7. 6-0 is the score. Amherst Steele up on CVCA. The Comets have not given up a goal today. They defeated Avon earlier this afternoon 9-0. Behind a 4-goal second period, the Comets are leading this one 6-0. We'll have a running clock to start the third period. The Comets will start out on the power play. CVCA's Brody Hoffman is still in the box for another minute and 59 seconds remaining on his 5-minute major for boarding. And we have an update on CVCA's Ben Dressel, who left second period action and went right to the bench holding his arm. He has been taken to urgent care to have that arm looked at. So that's the only update that we have right now. But the Royals will be without Dressel for the rest of today, and his status is very much in doubt for the rest of the weekend. And frankly, depending on what the outcome is at the urgent care, could be longer than that, which is a huge hit to CVCA's already limited bench. Dressel last week at Aurora scored both CVCA goals in the CVCA 2-1 victory against Aurora. The sophomore, one of the few goal scoring opportunities or opportunists for this young CVCA roster, which has 6 freshmen, no seniors, and just a pair of juniors. One of those being the goaltender Ryan Kogan. It's actually 3 juniors, actually. Kogan, Sam Larker, and Josh Porter. Mentioned Kogan, he's been under fire today. 44 shots on goal for Amherst Steele that have reached the goal. There have been countless more that have been knocked down in front of the goal. And so 38 saves through 2 periods for Kogan. And we expect he'll see more where that came from in this third period, as Amherst Steele just out-skating and frankly out-talenting both of these teams on the ice here today. This weekend, Amherst Steele was in this tournament a year ago. CVCA was playing out of the white division then. We mentioned earlier today a couple times the Royals graduated or had departed 91% of their scoring from a season ago. CVCA actually doing fairly well. Let's take a look at those white divisions, rather the blue division standings. We'll get them during a break, because we're going to go back to play here in the third period. We're saying the Royals doing fairly well, 7-4-2 coming into the contest. Running currently in second place in the Blue North Division. Looking up at Westlake, but ahead of the other 7 teams in that division. But facing a red team today in Amherst Steele, and the results fairly predictable. But we're still glad that you're with us here on CVCA Livestream with 15 minutes of running clock time to go, unless the Royals can score and stop the running clock and go back to conventional timekeeping. But it is the Comets who continue their power play, and the Royals will break out with it. A shorthanded opportunity, but is thwarted quickly through some back checking, and into the offensive zone comes the Comets' number 8. That's Noah Cheatham. Cheatham swings it around behind the goal line, far side now. Minute 24 to go in the penalty time. Fisher Sims up to the top. Deacon Kelly straddles the blue line, passes it, shot on the far side. It's knocked wide, sent up but not out, kept in by Kelly. Will dump it down low. Vinny Kelly was down there. He comes back to him. He's going to skate to the front, passes, shot is pushed aside by Kogan. 52 seconds to go in the penalty time to Hoffman. Give and go. Loose in front. Shot and a save by Kogan. Yet another one. We get a look at it here. It came to the far side. Loose. Noah Cheatham put it on goal, and Kogan slid over and made the save. Clock continues to run down to the final 20 seconds of the power play. Down low, Sims. Sims tries to feather it in front. It comes to Noah Riley. Back to Sims in the corner. Shot. Still loose in front. Kogan will get a glove down on it. And that's going to do it for the penalty time. Hoffman will be released. Down to 13 minutes, and they say Hoffman will wait until after the face-off. And so the Royals will take this face-off. Still a man down, and now they release Hoffman. Back to even strength. 12:23 to go in this contest. 6-0. Amherst Steele turned over. Backhanded shot pushed aside by the goaltender Schubert. Said a quiet night. And that shot was sent in there by Sam Larker. Up to the point. Hoffman's shot deflected to the far side corner. Josh Porter taps at it. It's collected by Anthony Palumbo. Palumbo behind the net, near side. Larker cycles it down low, finds Berthelot, Parker Berthelot for the Royals. Bodied off the puck, and here comes Amherst Steele again. Long shot, lasered in wide. And the Comets will change behind the play. Chidima sends it out to center ice. Grady Walsh has it. Cross ice to Sims. Sims darting to the far side. Kicks it ahead. He'll stop. Reset. Skates in. Has it poke checked away by Chidima into the corner. Sims still has it. Centers. It trickles to the near side where Josh Porter is on it. Porter sends a long shot. Was looking for his teammate Larker. They wave off icing. And here comes Walsh. Walsh has it poke checked away by Humphrey. Humphrey to the near side. Into the corner it goes. Dug out by the Royals. Berthelot angles it ahead. And icing is the call. Clock's continuing to run. The reset happens with 10:30 to go in the third period. CVCA trailing 6-0. Amherst Steele up big. The two teams will play again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. back here on CVCA Livestream on second day of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. We'll kick off. The puck will drop to these same two teams. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Another save for Ryan Kogan. Down low it goes. Vinny Kelly has it. Kelly is going to shoot. He lasers over the crossbar up to the right point. Noah Riley dumps it down low. Sean George gets knocked down. His teammate still has it. Dumped down low toward George. Goes all the way around far side corner. Sent up. The Royals cannot control, but the puck kept in. Vinny Kelly skates behind the net. Kelly being hounded. Zach Humphrey. It's sent to the near side where Humphrey is on it. Humphrey evades one. Evades the referee. Tries to feather it ahead to Porter. It comes back to the point and kept in there. Shot and a blocker save by Kogan. Second shot, and we've got another goal That one beat Kogan on the near side. It's 7-0. Goal scorer that time was number 5, Deacon Kelly. He makes it 7-0 Amherst Steele. And that was the 50th shot and goal today for these Comets. They have peppered Ryan Kogan this afternoon. Play resumes with 8:19 to go here in the contest. Shadima sends it around the boards. Berthelot tries to collect, has his stick lifted. It's dumped back down low. Turned over behind the goal. Loose in front. Hoffman reverses course, sends it around to the near side. Just a much faster game than these young Royals are used to. Parker Berthelot just sends it up and out. As a lot of these young Royals wrapping up their first month of high school hockey. Sims skates in, lasers that over the crossbar. Berthelot collects it. He'll send it around the boards to the near side. Canone will chip at it, and it's out to center ice. Larker dumps it in further down low. Far side, Canone will, actually it is Canone. Can't get much on it. It comes back out. Humphrey will get it, the junior for CVCA. Under 7 minutes. Looking for his teammate, Larker. Too far for him, and icing the call. So they'll retrieve the puck and bring it back down for a defensive zone faceoff. A dominating performance by the Comets this afternoon. 9-0 victory against Avon, 7-0 against the Royals. Porter for CVCA gains the zone, puts a shot in, saved by Schubert. Porter with some time, not much time. Tries the center, sends it back up to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to shoot. It's knocked down in front. Mari Atkins has it taken away. Carter Banyas, poke checked away from him, out to center ice. Under 6 minutes. Sent in to the right of Kogan. Josh Gross sends it ahead to Atkins. Goes by her, collected at center ice by the Comets, who will reset. Sebastian Smith gains the zone. Smith into the circle. He'll shoot. Knocked down by Kogan. Smith gets it back. Hampered by Humphrey. Big collision. And the Royals come away with the puck. Larker dumps it in. Knocked down on the way in by Deacon Kelly, who will collect it. Kelly angles it up off the boards to center ice. Gross has it. Gross. Cross ice. Humphrey. Humphrey just got a pair coming after him. A huge collision, and Humphrey is down. The Royals already down one skater. Zach Humphrey is going to get to his feet. We'll take another look at it here. Here's Humphrey, and a brutal hit on Zach Humphrey by Mason Lamoureux. And we'll wait to see what the call is. The good news for CVCA is Humphrey is one tough customer, and he gets up and skates away. And they're fetching Lamoureux off the bench, and into the box he goes. 2 minutes. The clock running. It'll be a quick penalty for him. And they pause the clock now at 4:15. 9 seconds had run off the penalty time already. The Royals will have a power play a second 2 minutes, so a double minor against Mason Lamoureux. And they take 2 off the board. So I have to wait for the announcement. And now no penalties. 5-minute major is what goes up on the board for Lamoureux. So he's done for the afternoon. The call is 5 minutes for head contact. Lamoureux done for the afternoon. Since there's less than 5 minutes to go, the Royals will be on the power play for the rest of this contest, as the major penalty will keep Lamoureux in the box. Humphrey has it. They'll skate up ice. They'll wave off icing. And Humphrey with a big hit. He's getting a little chippy, perhaps. Fisher Sims just skating by everybody. Sims going to shoot. Saved by Kogan on a shorthanded bid on the near side. 3.5 to go in the contest, and the Royals are going to ice it on the power play. Which what that will do will make some of that time run by. And if you're scoring at home, Amherst Steele is going to walk away with all 5 points in this contest again. The Royals will be in second place, barring 2 more goals on goal differential with Avon, if they can hold Amherst Steele off the board for the remainder of this one. Comets clear. But pretty much a foregone conclusion. The Comets the best team on the ice today here at the Dan. The Royals dump it back to the near side. Berthelot has it taken away from him. And now skating in with it is Vinny Kelly. Kelly gets a shot, covered by Kogan. Clock runs down to 2.5 to go in this one. Once again, we'll be back with you with 3 more games tomorrow here on CVCA Livestream. These same 2 teams will skate at 11 a.m. And then the Comets will finish up their commitment here at the CVCA Christmas Tournament with a skate against Avon at 2 o'clock. The Royals and Avon will skate in the nightcap tomorrow at 5 p.m. Final 2 minutes from the Dan Kostel Rec Center on day number 1. Amherst Steele leading 7-0. The Royals a man up, but they're just trying to get the puck. They'll dump it in. Schubert will collect it and leave it for a teammate. Final 1:44. Deacon Kelly sends it ahead. Fisher Sims, shorthanded chance coming up. Sims loose in front. Kogan will cover. Some pushing behind the goal. Some shoving by Sims against Humphrey. Getting chippy here late in the afternoon. Kogan will give up the puck. And we'll have a face-off at about the 1 minute mark. Amherst Steele will even their record at 7-7 after this one, as the Royals clear the zone. But again, the Comets down a man, but controlling the puck. Send it ahead. Humphrey delivers a check. And again, getting very chippy in this one. These 2 teams going to go out again tomorrow. We've got hits going on behind the play. Final 30 seconds. And Royals take a penalty. The clock's going to wind down on this one. And the referees have seen enough. And they're going to call it final. We will not drop the puck again. And that's a good bit of officiating. No need to drop the puck again with the chippiness happening. The score not in doubt. The Amherst Steele Comets victorious against CVCA by a score of 7-0. A dominating second period performance where they put 4 goals behind Ryan Cogan, but a dominating performance overall. Lost count of the final shots on goal. We'll see if we can get a look at those. 56 shots on goal to 9. As lopsided as one could imagine, Ryan Cogan with 49 saves in defeat in a game where he lost 7-0. Certainly not through lack of effort. But that's going to do it on day number 1. We've got a few highlights to show you from this third period. We'll run them right now, and then we'll get you on to your evening here. Roll them. It's the first goal of the third period, I think, and the only goal of the third period. It rattled the water bottle of Ryan Cogan. 4th goal, I was just informed. Here's goal number 5. That goal scored by number 14, Noah Riley. And this one right here, swooped in and scored by Amherst Steele. And just the Royals defense standing and watching, and you see the body language not good there. And then the final one, that was the final one of the day, scored by number 5, Deacon Kelly. And the Comets record 2 shutouts today here at the CVCA Christmas Tournament. 9-0 against Avon, 7-0 against CVCA. And we'll do it again tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. Tune back in to CVCA Livestream. Make sure you follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. And before you go away today, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. For Sean Mosher on camera, Zach Nichols on all the button pushing and making sure all those replays work for you, this is Tim Nichols bidding you a good evening. Thanks for watching today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. So long, everybody. Good night.